everyone, welcome to the channel. For today's card project, I'm going to make a little Mother's Day gift box, although at the end I'll show you a bunch of different ways to use it. 4 ways to be exact. Forgive the band-aid, had a little mishap on doing food shelf today. So I'm going to be using this paper right here for the project and some ivory cardstock that I had. And this is the paper I used to make the little teacup out of. So I'll be using from the new release, which is amazing, absolutely adorable, my bestie, which is a little tea set. And this says, Mom, you will always be my bestie. And there's the little pot and the little cup. So sweet. I'll be making more with this, but just used it as part of the design for the fancy box today. And so here is the fancy box, and it's a big set. I have 2 magnets and a loose piece in here. Let me see if I can pull it out without making a mess. So this is the top, everything you need for the top of the box. This helps make the decorative bow. This makes a little stage inside the box. So the circle is open so you can set like an ornament or a figurine or something inside the box. This is the bottom of the box. And then these pieces are, this is the decorative piece for the stage. This is the actual stage. This finishes up the bow. So you have the ribbon layer and then the bow. And then this is the bottom of the box and the decorative pieces for the bottom of the box. So it's a big set, lots of dies. And I made, how many, what did I make? I think I made 4 or 3, and we'll make the 4th one together. But one thing, never mind that part. So that's what we're doing today, using these products. So let's get started. So I cut the top and bottom layer of the box out of some ivory cardstock, and then I cut all of the decorative panels out of paper from the Pixi Designs Bella Floral paper pack. So I'm just gluing all of the decorative panels onto, that is the top layer for the box, and then I'll glue them onto the bottom layer. And if you want to get really fancy, you can try to figure out how to match patterns on the slants on the side of the box. I was not doing that. I do really like this paper though. It's very sweet, very Mother's Day. So that's how you assemble the top of the box. So now I'm adding the decorative panels to the bottom part. And you can see that layer kind of off to the right with the circle in the middle. That is kind of the stage that goes in the base of the box. And you can use that then to, you know, if you were putting like an ornament in there, you could set it on that circle. A crystal figurine. You'll see later in the video, I chose to glue that circle back in so that I had a flat stage when I was making my box. So now I'm adding the bottom flap to the base of the bottom of the box. So the box has 3 parts. It has the top, it has the bottom, and then it has the bottom flap. So glued those 2 edges together. And then once they're dry, you'll see me struggle a little bit figuring out how to fold in the bottom, but I managed to get it done. So I'm letting those dry. And now I'll adhere the sides of the top together. So you'll see the 2 tabs, and I'm going to put some double stick tape on there. See, that's where your adhesive goes, on the 2 tabs. All right, and we'll get it adhered down and then peel it off, which is always a struggle for me. And I don't like to have a sharp knife around because I will be the one that cuts myself, so I know a lot of people use it. And then just for a little play, I'm putting glue on it. So there's the top. And it's just that easy. That is the top of the box assembled. All right, so now you can see I've got the bow and I'm putting double stick tape there. That's me assembling the bottom of the box. So basically that last layer that we added, you just tuck in that flap and that's how you assemble the bottom. But I ended up ripping the side out, not letting the glue dry all the way. Okay, so now for the bow, I curled the bow a little bit with my scissors. So now I put some double stick tape there, and there's tabs at the end of the bow, and you just line those tabs up together, and it makes the perfect bow. And I had gone around the edges with gold ink on the bow and on the stage for the box and around the edges. And so the bow has three parts. It has the ribbon that the bow sets on, it has the actual bow part, and then it has the center of the bow. So you adhere the bow, glue all the little tabs together, and then you put the center part around it. It holds it together, and then you glue it to the ribbon. So now I have put my stage in. I glued the top onto the stage, and now I put the stage in the box. And now I'm just going to put some adhesive on the one flap, and then we'll put the top to the bottom, or the bottom to the top, whichever you prefer. Okay, and that's it. The box is built. So now I am creating just a little decorative insert. This whole thing was inspired when my daughter was in second grade. She, for Mother's Day, picked out some raspberry tea, and I don't like black tea. But she sat there and watched me drink it the whole time to make sure I drank all of it. And I was trying to make happy faces, but it literally chokes me. So anyway, I thought, well, this would be a fun little box for moms to get some tea. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm making a little teacup. And this is part of the My Best Tea die set, which is new for this release as well. And the little face comes with it. Isn't it sweet? And you can just cut off the eyelashes if you don't want it to be so feminine. And then the little smile. And again, this paper is the Bella Floral paper that I used on the teacup. So there's the little teacup. And now I am making, how do I describe it? Like a little folded square. So it's the paper's about 3/4 of an inch long, 1/4 of an inch wide. And all I'm doing is rolling it to adhere one end to another. And then I kind of squish it to give it sides. And that's how I'm going to glue the teacup to the box base. And you'll see I was showing the circle. I put the circle back in the stage of the box. I'll have to glue it down. And now I am stamping the sentiment. So I cut, using one of the decorative side panels out of ivory, the sentiment that comes with the My Best Tea die set. So I will glue that into the box. And I chose the lid of the box because my tea bag will be filling up the bottom of the box. So I've got that adhered, and now I'm going to glue that back in so that the stage will hold the tea bag fine. I didn't have to do that. I could have put everything in there without it, but I just thought I'll put it back in because I'm not going to use it otherwise. So now you can see how I've got that little, I don't know what you want to call it, support, I guess would be the best word for it. And I squished it and gave it sides. So I'm gluing it to the back of the teacup. And then I'll put glue on the bottom of that. And that is how I'm going to adhere it into the box. And then that'll complete my project. So here's the fancy box we made together. It's so sweet. I really like it. And again, we made this about just making a sweet little treat for mom. You could do this for teachers, grandma, whatever you want to do. It's adorable. And so we used the new Pixi Dust Designs Fancy Box die set. It's a really big die set. I've got 2 magnetic sheets in here. And then we used My Bestie, which is a part of the new release as well. And I'll do more things maybe not on video, but I'll put more cards out there using this. Maybe I'll do it on video. And I also used Pixi Dust Designs Bella Flowers paper pack for this one. So totally adorable. So then, thinking beyond just this, I made one for Christmas. And wouldn't this be cute to put little treats in? You could do, and then put your little sentiment there, or there, depending on how you wanted to do it. But just put little Christmas treats in there. A special little crystal figurine, a smaller ornament would fit in here and sit perfectly in that little circle. So this is another idea for it. And then this one was a thank you for baby showers. So this is a little girl baby shower box. And then we've got the drawstring bag here. And for my daughter's baby shower, we had a keychain and then a couple of handmade custom soaps. Oh, I've got a piece of tape there. My apologies. And a couple of handmade custom soaps along with inside the draw bag. So that would be a use. And then my fourth and final, I was thinking for weddings, whether it be as a thank you for wedding showers, or like this is how maybe present one of the gifts to your bridesmaids, this pearl necklace. But I think this could be so many beautiful things in here. So very much enjoyed creating these. And I want to thank you so much for joining me today. If you found value in this video, please like and subscribe. And we will see you in a couple weeks. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.